Hello everyone, welcome back to another class of economics major for degree 4th semester and 2nd semester as well. I'm very much excited regarding your feedbacks, your homeworks which you are doing and sending to me. From that I'm confident enough that you are watching all the videos. So this will be, I think, the end part of maxima minima for more than single variable case. And in the last videos, we have explained how this maxima minima process is done, and we also explained one example, I think. Then we went to economic applications. So, and you got it very much right, because the homework which I gave you, you have sent me the solved answers of the homework, and most of you are right. Your math is 100% right. Some of you committed some mistake, so that will be rectifiable. We'll be rectifying all these things. So I am assuming that, not assuming, I am sure that you know how to maximize, how to minimize. And now I'll be going to the economic application part. One by one, I'll be going to various types of economic fields where this maxima minima maths are applicable, and you can find out the solutions out of that. So far I remember in my last video, it may be part 3 or 4, in the last video I have explained the situation of discriminating monopolist. A discriminating monopolist who is that monopoly firm or monopolist who charges different prices for the same product. So accordingly, your revenue curves or revenue functions are different. So we solved that thing in our last class. Today also I will be going to some other parts, but as I said in my the second or third part, I will be formulating the economic problem. Rest, minimization, maximization is very much easy. You have done, so you can do it at your own. I will be formulating the problem, and I will be organizing the problem, and ultimately I will be coming to the equation part. From the equation, the rest of the journey you can take it from your own, because you have done one, means if you can solve one math, you can solve 10. If you know what is 2 plus 2, if it is 4, so how it is added, if I write like this, do this, now you count 1, 2, 3, 4. So what is 2 plus 3, you know, it's very easy, 2 and then same formula. So that part I will not be going with you, because then the videos will be too much long to upload. As you know, one video takes almost half GB to be uploaded. Let me put the timer on. So let us come to today's problem, the issues. The first issue is you follow Srinath Purva or other whatever book you follow, Distributing Monopolist, I did. Okay, so I think it will be, yeah, equilibrium of a multi-product firm. So if it is a multi-product firm, what is supposed to be happening there? In case of a multi-product firm, let us first take the example of a multi-product firm. Say for example Nirma. So Nirma is a brand. So Nirma, there is detergent, Nirma detergent and Nirma soap. This is a multi-product firm. Let us take Colgate. Colgate, there are toothpaste, there are toothbrush. The firm is single firm but produces several products. Now, what is different here? The prices, definitely the prices. Price of the one product, that is product A of the firm, will not be equal to price of product B. Why? Because both are different. You cannot equate toothbrush and toothpaste, na? So similarly, a company can manufacture simple writing pens or whiteboard marker pens or permanent marker pens. These are different things, but produced by a single firm. So that type of situation may arise. If that type of situation may arise, what will be the issue? Two types of question may be coming to you. In the first type, there will be no problem. For example, I am explaining problem number, example 11.4. So here, revenue function is given. Revenue is 10Q1 plus 4Q2 C equal to 2Q1 square plus 1 by 4 Q2 square plus Q1 Q2 plus 5. So this is the cost function and this is the revenue function. This is total cost, this is total revenue. And here it is very much clear that in the functions, two product has been already introduced. You have nothing to do here. It's a ready-made food you can eat now. Why I am saying ready-made? Because the function is made. So just you have to do what you have to do. You have to find out the profit equation pi TR minus TC, that means R minus C you make, and you reduce the equation and go for optimization, maximization of profit, maximization of profit with respect to Q1, Q2. The conditions you know, first order condition, second order condition. Those, if any one of you, because as per my report, as per the students are connecting to me, not only from our college, but from students from other colleges also following these videos, and they are subscribing the channels. So it's a good thing. I'm not giving restricted knowledge. So it's a good thing that other colleges or students are also benefited out of it. So if any student is new subscriber of this channel, please go through the previous video so that you know how to do the maximization. We have explained all these things. It will just take time if I repeat the example. Now, that's why I said it is a ready-made thing. Why ready-made? Because everything is given. You deduct cost from revenue, you get profit. Profit go for maximization, and you get output that maximizes profit. And from that output, you can go and get maximum maximum profit and equivalent price and all these things you can easily get from that in a multi-product firm. So what is not ready-made? This is ready-made. I said this is ready-made. What is not ready-made? If I go to example, example 11.5. 11.5. This type of question may also come. Generally, this type of questions comes. TC function. It is not necessary to write everything. Okay. There is a function 2q1 square plus 1 by 2 q2 square plus something. But q1 and q2 will be there. Okay. I am not writing this. It will take time. But what is the problem? Total cost function is given. But since I said it is a total cost function can be easily given because the firm is a single firm. Nirma is a firm. So Nirma produces the product, or Nirma, whatever electricity bill Nirma pay, that comes to that firm, and what labor cost and all these things coming. So cost function is easily known. But when Nirma sell soap and when Nirma sell detergent, when Nirma sell soap and Nirma sell detergent, the customers are different, or maybe same but demanding in a different manner. How? Say detergent use is different and soap use is different. So there may be two types of demand, different demand, which will be relating to their respective prices. If I am not clear here, let me give one example. So इंडिया में क्या चल रहा है? इंडिया में फॉग चल रहा है. So this is the common advertisement which you get. So fog is a perfume. Now, if the perfume categorizes it to deo and simple perfume for girls and deo for boys. Say for example, I am saying. Now the demand category will be different. Girls will be demanding for in a different, reacting in a different way on the depending on the fragrance, depending on the model of the boat, packing and everything. And boys may be affected to fog deo. They will be affecting on the advertisement. Who is doing the advertisement? Shah Rukh Khan is doing the advertisement. Okay, I have to purchase fog. Or some boys may be thinking that no, we don't have gas, so it lasts long. My money will be saved. Let me purchase it. So they may be purchasing that. So the demand pattern will be different for the two products. If the demand pattern will be different for two products, definitely there should be two different demand functions. In this example, it is given P1. P1 is equal to 32 minus 3 Q1 and P2 equal to 13 minus 2 Q2. So there are two demand functions and definitely these are AR functions. P means AR, price means AR, I said. So what you can get from this, you can get TR1 and from this you can get TR2. How? TR1, P1 into Q1 is equal to TR1. It will be 32 Q1 minus 3 Q1 square and TR2 will be this into this multiplied by Q2. So you get TR1 and you get TR2. Now two tiers, TR1 from the Nirma detergent what you are getting and TR2 from Nirma soap what you are getting. So if you add them, these two, you get total revenue, sum total revenue of the firm. Now from this you subtract this total cost function. So your ultimate TR will be TR1 plus TR2 is equal to TR minus TC is your profit. You get the profit equation, and once you get the profit equation, you go for maximization of the profit function, and you get your maximum output that maximizes profit, and accordingly you will the profit and output you can find out. Okay, repeating again. From here, I will not be doing it. From here, the system is common. You go through the examples or my last video. Okay, this is all about multi-product firm. Now there are other type of firms too. Here also there are other types of firms too, but ultimately the thing is same. It may sound little boring because ultimately we are going through the same process. So better you will be you have to practice. Okay, I'll and send it to me the homeworks which I will give you. You send it to me. I'll check hope these things are very easy things. It will not create any problem for you. Just you have to understand, nothing else. And as I said in the middle of the class, I am saying because I have enough time. My channel is verified. I can upload more than 30 minutes video. Go for some productive works in the time of lockdown. Go for your study. You must study. Do something gardening if you have. Do something good gardening or any passion, music or whatever. Okay. Don't keep your mind empty. Empty mind is devil's house. Or you can even go for exercise or other things which you have never tried. You can try so that you can keep yourself fit. Okay. Let us come back to multi-plant farm. What is multi-plant farm? Say there is a not say you know the thing. There is a cold drink, Sprite. Okay, Sprite. All over India, forget about other countries. All over India, Sprite is sold. You know, and all over India, the price is same. The MRP is same. If it is rupees 20, rupees 20 or 25, whatever I forgot. 25 per bottle. If the price is rupees 25 for Assam, it is also rupees 25 for Gujarat, it is also rupees 25 for Kerala, it is also rupees 25 for Orissa or Bengal or even any Jammu and Kashmir or whatever. The thing is that Sprite is produced by, Sprite is a brand of I think Pepsi, whatever. The company do not produce Sprite in a single factory. That means the plant where Sprite is manufactured, that is not in only one place. There may be, I am not sure, there may be 5 or 6 plants all over India. One plant may be in Gujarat, manufacture same Sprite. One plant may be in Shillong. One plant may be in Kerala. Clear? So what is happening here? This is called multi-plant farm. I can give you a practical example. We take tea, tea. Generally, Majvat is a very popular brand in Assam and other states also. So I have visited that place, Majvat. There, actually, 7 tea gardens are there, and there are, I think, some tea manufacturing plants which are scattered around. But when they produce the thing, they sell the thing. All are owned by a single owner or a group of owners, and when they sell the tea, they sell it at a single price. So here the problem, as in case of our previous example, the cost was not a problem, cost function was given. Here the problem is cost. There the revenue was the problem. In our last example, in case of multi-product firm, the revenue was a problem. Why? Because different type of products were sold, so earnings were different. But here same product is sold, so revenue is function will be same. A single revenue function. There may be Q1, Q2, whatever, that is different thing, but a single revenue function will be there. But there will be TC1, TC2, and it can be TC3 if it is a there are 3 plants. So TC1 and TC2. TC1, for taking the example of my Sprite, if the farm produces Sprite in say Gujarat, and if the farm produces Sprite in say Kerala, what may be the difference? One problem may be the electricity bill in Gujarat is higher than the electricity bill, rate of electricity bill in Kerala, you know that it is fixed by a state. So whatever bill you pay in Assam is not equal to the bill you pay in West Bengal or Bihar or Delhi. They may differ. They may differ on the basis of the price charged for per unit of electricity. Similarly, labor cost may be different. Here in Assam, you may get labor at a high cost, but in Mumbai, you may getting labor at a very cheap rate. So what happens? The costs are different for various plants. So, but that is not your concern. You cannot do it separately. So you have to get total cost. Total cost will be total cost 1 plus total cost 2. Or if it is a 3 plant farm, then it will be total cost TC3 also. I think I made myself clear. Where is multi-plant? Multi-plant farm. Yeah. Multi-plant farm. Yeah. This one. So example number 11.6. This type of things are given. Here AR function is given. Let me show you. Here, what is done? You are given TC1 and TC2. Okay, TC1 and TC2 long functions. TC1 with Q and TC2 with Q2. TC1 with Q1, TC2 with Q2. But AR average revenue is equal to 50 minus 2Q. So this is your AR function. Now you know Q means Q1 plus Q2 is equal to Q. Total output divided into 2 here in case of 2 plants Q. So if you do it, you will get your TR. How do we get it? Don't do it here directly. Your TR will be Q into AR. What is AR? AR equal to TR by Q. So TR will be Q into AR. So Q into AR means 50 minus 2Q. Now this will be 50Q minus 2Q square. This will be 50Q1 plus 50Q2, because Q is equal to Q1 plus Q2 minus 2 into Q1 plus Q2 whole square. You have to use the formula of A plus B whole square here in the next line. So you will be getting a long total revenue function. And from the total revenue function, you have to subtract total cost. Total cost, 2 total costs are there, you have to add them. So you will get a single total cost. Or you can write like this: pi equal to TR minus TC1 minus TC2. That you can also do. So whatever you want to do, you can do it. So you will be getting profit equation. After getting profit equation, rest is very easy. Now sometimes a next type of math, sometimes you will be getting profit maximization and optimum input combination. That in microeconomics you did isoquant, that thing. So what happens here also? I am directly going to the example. It's not tough thing. Say 11.8. It's a Cobb-Douglas production function is given. You know what is Cobb-Douglas production function? Q equal to A k to the power alpha L to the power beta, where alpha plus beta should be equal to 1. Here production function is given Q equal to 2 Those who don't know complex production function, it's unfortunate if you don't know. You go to the last semester course, there you will be getting it. We did it in our class. Q equal to 2 k to the power 1 by 2 and n to the power, it's not complex class, I think. Yeah, 1 by 4, it's not complex class because it should be equal to 1. If we add them, it is not equal to 1. 1 by 2 plus 1 by 4 is not equal to 1. 4, it's 2 plus 1, it's 3 by 4. So this is not complex production function, but this is that type of whatever. So this thing is given to you in the example, and you are said that PK, means price of capital is 4, and PL, price of labor equal to 1. This is given to you, and you are asked to find out the profit maximizing output level. So what to do? Simply first you have profit means TR minus TC. So you have to find out TR and TC. There is no TC here. Let me read out the question. The question is such that for a firm, the production function is like this, where price of capital is 4, price of labor is 1. Find out the profit maximizing level of output. Now, this is a new thing to you. And you will be little bit confused, and you will be if I do not discuss this in the exam hall, you will be blaming me. Sir actually touched the easy things, tough things I did not touch, and that's why we are getting difficulties in doing so. But actually it is not difficult, it is the same thing but said in a different way. Q is equal to this, PK is equal to 4, PL equal to 1. Okay, from here, can I get TR, total revenue? Yes, we can easily get, because total revenue is equal to P into, total revenue is equal to P into Q. Total revenue is equal to P into Q. And in your question, a firm has a production, I forgot to mention, price is also given, P. P is 4. Yes, you can get it now. It's not difficult because Q into 4, this. So it will be 8 k to the power half a to the power 1 by 4. This is your total revenue. But how do we get total cost? How do we get total cost? The cost function is not given. Previous one, cost 1, cost 2 was given, and we find out total cost. But here cost function is not given. What to do now? The thing is that what is cost you have to understand. What is cost you have to understand. If I do something and I use only, say for example, labor and capital. Say for example this. So how much I pay to labor plus how much I pay to capital is equal to my cost. Sita, yes or no? How much I pay to labor plus how much I pay to capital is my cost, because these two things are my only expenses I have to make. Say for example, I have to make expenditure on land, labor, capital, organization, 4 things, but I am taking for the time being only 2. So how much? Capital, 1 unit of capital at 4. What is my expenditure? How many capital I take into 4? How many capital I take? I take 10 capital, 10 into 4, 40. How many labor I take? Labor price is 1, say maybe 1000 or 100, whatever. Into how many labor I take? Say if 10 labor taken, 1000 is the cost, it will be 10,000. So L into 1 or 1L or 4K, whatever. So total cost equal to 4K plus L, 1L or L. I got total cost. I think you are clear how I derive the total cost function. Now, TR minus TC is equal to your part. And now you have to go for your maximization, profit maximization. But But here in this example 11.8, you will not be able to solve it simultaneously. When you do it at home, you will not be able to solve it simultaneously. So just replacing one equation in another, in the first order differentiation, you will be able to get the value of k, and you will be able to get the value of m. Second order differentiation you will do after that, and then you get your desired results. The last part in this, another thing will come. So we have touched various fields. If not clear, repeat the video. See again. If not clear, contact me. Then, profit maximization with advertisement expenditure. So, what happens in the modern day, in today's economy, products are not sold only if you produce. You produce something, it will not be sold in the market. Whatever you produce, you have to show it in the in various medias. Maybe newspaper, maybe television, maybe poster, hoarding, whatever. जो दिखता है वो बिकता है. So advertisement is one of the biggest challenge. And you have to know how much advertisement you have to make. So, for example, it's a very serious thing to decide, because you can advertise more and more of a deo to be sold in the market. Okay, but you don't see the advertisement of pacemakers. Sorry, heart is in the left side. Pacemakers, which are fitted in heart. Why not? That is a compulsion. You make more advertisement, people will purchase more pacemaker. That is not the thing. Some things you make little advertisement, just knowing, just people know that this thing is there and this thing gets this, this thing gives this type of benefit. It's okay. So little advertisement will do. In some cases, you have to go for intensive advertisement. In some cases, you have to hire some heroes, heroines, and models. To attract people. You are watching in television what is happening. So deciding only the output and its price is not sufficient. Side by side you have to decide what should be your level of advertisement. So you should not be very much tense if this type of question comes. When optimization with advertisement will come, so for example, let me take one example, then it will be clear. You take advertisement to be one of the variable. You take advertisement to be one of the variable, then it will be easy. You will know optimum level of advertisement. So for example, if P is given to you, P is equal to 118 minus 3Q plus 4 into root A. You see, Q and A. Previously, it is multivariable case. Okay, let me write, then you will understand. C is equal to 4Q square plus 10Q plus A. And you are watching that A is in both the cases. A is in revenue, A is in cost. So, why? Because A is a cost. Simply, if you produce this marker and make some hoardings to that this marker is the best marker, that type of hoardings if you make, so production cost is one cost and selling cost, that advertisement cost, is another cost. So both the things should be there in the cost. So this is the production cost and this part is the advertisement cost. And definitely when you advertise more, it is not only the price which affect the customer, it is also the advertisement which affect the. Okay, due to storage problem in my mobile, whatever I said, I did something which is already not recorded. so I'm repeating that part. I'll be adding these 2 videos and uploading. So I was talking about advertisement. So when there is advertisement, there are in the price function you get Q and sorry, this will be A. Q and A, and in the cost function also you will be getting output and A. A means advertisement. Why? Because when I produce this mobile, I make some expenditure on its inputs. This is represented by this part, and I make some expenditure for advertisement of this mobile. Otherwise, people will not purchase my mobile. This is included in this part. These 2 things consist my cost. Similarly, when I the cost, advertisement takes cost. Okay, when my mobile is purchased because of its price. Okay, that will be given in this relationship, this output price relationship, and my mobile will be also purchased for my advertisement. It will be represented by this thing. So that's why these 2 terms will be there. Now it's a multi-variable application, and here you have to take 2 variables as your output and advertisement. Output will be 1 variable and advertisement will be another variable. So you have to decide not only on output, how much to sell, you have to decide also how much to make, how much money you have to make, spend on advertisement. So from here you can get your, from P you can get your TR function. Simply TR function, P into Q. So 118 cube minus 3Q square plus 4Q root A, and you will be getting, you do have your cost function, so you will be getting your profit function TR minus TC. If you subtract, you will be getting your profit equation, and after that you have to go for the order conditions for maximization. Now this there will be little difference. Earlier we were doing first order condition is equal to del Q by del pi by del Q1 equal to 0 and del pi by del Q2. But here you don't have Q1 or Q2. So here you have only Q output, and this will be del pi by del A equal to 0. So from here you will be getting equilibrium output and Q and equilibrium advertisement. Second order condition, that's easy. Second order condition, H1 less than 0, H2 greater than 0. All these things we have done in our last videos. So from there you can easily go through it. Okay. So and in this way you will be getting equilibrium advertisement and equilibrium output, and putting these things on the price equation you will be getting equilibrium price, and putting these things in the profit equation you will be getting equilibrium profit. So in this way you can solve. So I have touched each part, every section of this multi-variable economic application, but I am not doing all the examples because that will take much more unproductive time. Because why I am saying unproductive, because you know how to solve, so going beyond this is unnecessary. So you do it, will be this is the end part of this chapter. There are some things which we left, that is geometric interpretations. If classes are not started soon, we will be also doing that also, that part in a video. Otherwise we will be moving to some other aspects, other courses, other units. So till then keep on practicing again and again. It is not that whatever homework I am giving you practice that thing, you practice whatever have already been given to you. You have shown it to me. You did it right, but you do it again and again. Perfection will come, speed will be coming. So do it, and one thing most important, keep on studying, keep contact with your study as you are keeping, we are getting from your response, feedback, side by side. It is monotonous to stay at home for such a long time. Do some productive, some recreation type of works. You give some, if anyone likes singing, go for singing. for time being, some household works, or even we can go for a challenge, physical, say exercise, physical exercise. You can go for that also, yoga or whatever, so that your immune system is right and you remain healthy. Yeah, so that we, in the near future, what is coming, we don't know. So we can face it strongly. So with this, and definitely we are, as you are missing the college, you are missing the class. I am also missing it, all of you. So hope very soon we'll be coming together, meeting and doing classes. With this, ending here. Thank you.